All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope that you're feeling well. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Family Morning Transformation with yours truly, DMP Speaks. If this is your first time, let me introduce myself. My name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I am an empowerment speaker, a board certified Christian counselor, and a family restoration specialist, which is a family coach. I do these family morning transformations Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and on Saturday at 8:30 a.m. I'm so glad that you're spending some time with me on this wonderful rainy but great Tuesday. No, I said Tuesday, Wednesday morning. See, the week goes so fast. Sometimes you don't even recognize what time it is. How's everybody doing? And as you come in, please let me know where you're watching from, the city or the state or the country, because this programming and this business and everything that I am doing, it's not just for locally, but this is nationally, this is internationally, because every family deserves to be restored. I'll say that again. Every family deserves to be and is worth to be restored. So, what I want to talk about on today, just for a few moments, and please share if you care, is learning how to navigate through family pain. That is the topic for this morning. And like I said, as you come on, please do me a favor. Please share this with someone. This will not be long. I'm gonna try to not make it so long, but I believe that every opportunity that I do have to give you and your family value, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to give you as much as value as I can. So again, learning how to navigate through family pain. Family pain is one of the most excruciating situations that any family goes through is pain. And it's hard to navigate through pain when you don't know where you and your family are going. Sometimes the pain and the anguish of pain and the feeling of pain and the emotional pain and so on and so forth can be so hard to navigate through when you don't know how to come out of it. That's the biggest thing. Learning how to come out of family pain, getting the healing that your family needs is one thing. Knowing what your family really needs is another. Knowing that you need healing is one thing, but knowing how to get it, knowing how to navigate through it is another thing. A lot of families suffer this way because they don't know the plan of execution to get through your family pain. Family pain can be anything. Pain can be trauma. Family pain can be situations that happen in your past or your present, some things that have been said, some things that have been done, and there is no resolve in that family. It is very tough to get through family pain, but it is necessary. The reason why it's necessary, because if your family doesn't learn how to navigate through your pain, if you don't find solutions, and I'm not just saying any solutions, I'm saying bona fide things that's going to work, solid solutions to get through your pain, to get through your arguments, to get through some of the defeats that you have had, to find some triumph, to find some place in your lives that you see the, as they say, the light at the end of the tunnel. A lot of you are not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel because you don't know how to get there. You don't know how to navigate through. And one of the things I want to talk about today is how to navigate through your family pain. A lot of you are trying to um, rectify situations that's been there for years with the same tactics. And some of the that you have is that you continue to talk about it, but there is no solutions to your talking. It's like you're talking about the past. right? And you're continuing to talk about the past, but you're not getting anywhere. You're not making any movements in the right direction. You're just talking. And if I could be honest, talk can be cheap, but also talk can be expensive. And what do I mean that by talk can be expensive? If you're continuously talking and things in your family, the family pain, the family situations, the issues, the concerns are getting worse, but you're continuing to talk about it, but you're never doing anything about it, then it's that problem is going to get worse and it's going to cost you so much. Does that make sense? Does that make sense this morning? And the reason why I'm coming all out the gate with this is because you have to learn how to get through your family pain. You got to find solutions. See, we try to make some of our own solutions up, and we find ourselves back at the same area of sometimes defeat because we are not getting through. We're not learning how to get solutions that's going to help our family. And what I want to talk about just for a few moments, the way to navigate through this family pain, again, and I've said this already, the one thing that you got to do, you can't just talk about it. You got to make some action plans. Some of these action plans have to do with you reaching out to the right people. I'll say it again, reaching out to the right people. Who are the right people? People that are in authority that can help you, people that have experience, that are professionals like counselors, psychiatrists, therapists, specialists that you feel comfortable, or even if you're afraid, that you are ready to take a step. Many families are not taking steps because they're not ready for that change. And if even if some families are, they allow money to get in the way. They allow other distractions to get in the way. They'll allow their jobs to get in the way. They'll allow families' opinions to get in their way. They'll allow their own personal excuses to get in their way. They don't, or they'll allow time to get in their way. Why am I saying all these? These are all distractions. Because how can you navigate and get through your family pain? And a professional is there to help you get through that pain, learn how to deal with it in the right way, but you're saying I can't do it because I don't have the money, or you don't have it. You don't have the credit, or whatever that you want to, whatever excuse that you come up with. The reason why I'm talking like this today is because how valuable is your family if you don't get this help? What is going to be the detriment if you don't get this help? Somebody said we want victory instead of repeated defeats. Yes, perfectly said. You have to have victory. I'm going to use that. Thank you. You got to have victory, and you also have to have a plan of action. And I think this person, yes, sister, yes, make an action plan. You have to have a plan together for you to be able to see some results. You gotta have a plan together. But sometimes, even with having a plan together, you gotta make up in your mind that you are ready for change. You are ready for your family to change. You gotta get sick and tired of how things are in your family. You have to be tired enough to say, I need to make some drastic changes for my life. And not just for my life. I need to make some drastic changes for my family's life. Because at the end of the day, everyone, what is it going to cost if you don't make changes now? I'm not guilt tripping you. I'm making you think this morning. If you don't make these changes, what's going to happen to your family? If you don't make this move in the right direction, how is your family going to be affected if you don't? And many families won't do it because they're afraid. They allow these distractions. All they are distractions. When I need help, I'll find a way. When you're in desperation, when your family's in desperation, the pain is so severe that you can't, that your family is not able to move. You're stuck, you're stagnant. You're gonna find a way to get that money. You're gonna find a way to get those finances. You're gonna find a way to make some sacrifices so that your family can get out of this pain area, this pain mentality, this trauma. A lot of families live in trauma because they do nothing about it. And they continue to live in trauma year in and year out and do nothing about it. But I am pleading with you, take your family more seriously. Take your family's future more seriously. I'll say it again. Take your family's uh, uh, future more seriously. Somebody said we must be tired enough to try something different, something new. Yes, we gotta be, and I love that. You have to be in this place, in this mindset that things are going to change, but they can only change when you say and you accept that there's something wrong and you need change and something needs to change. That's the only way that things are ever really going to change in your life, is that you're ready for change. But a lot of you family members, if I could be honest, parents, guardians, even children, adult children, teens, young adults, we can be so complacent. We can get to the place that we're so complacent that we live in our dysfunction. We're functioning in dysfunction. And that dysfunction is going to it's going to creep back up on us. It's already there, but it's going to affect us in such a negative way. You can't continue to function in dysfunction because it becomes a normalcy in your family's life, and it gets worse. And as it gets worse, the family dynamic starts to break apart even more. And I know you don't want that. I know you don't want to keep not having the great relationship that you should have with your child, with your family. You don't want to keep having that. You want something better. You want something fresh. You want something that is a moving organism. Your family is an organism. But if you're not feeding that organism with the right things, the plague, the flu, whatever that you're going to call, it's going to ruin that organism. It's going to make it sick. Some of your families are sick and they need medication. And I'm not talking about physical medication pills. They need trauma informed care. They need therapy. They need counseling. See, why are we in our community? And then I'm done. Why are we so afraid? Why are we so afraid to get the help that we need? Why are we so afraid? I just want to ask that question and then I'm done. Why are we so afraid to get this kind of help? Some of you can't even sleep at night. Some of you can't even sleep at night because you're worrying about your children. You're worrying about your adult child. You're worrying about your teen. And you can't even get the rest that you deserve. You're crying at night. You're up all night and you got to go to work in the morning, but because you haven't gotten any rest because your mind is running. What can I do for my child? Why does my child hate me so much? Why do my child never talk to me? Why do they never communicate with me? I feel so alone. I feel so downtrodden. We got to get to a place of change. We got to get to a place that we don't allow this pain to be a part of our lives, our family's life anymore. So we got to take action. And I want you to take this action this morning. The action that I want you to take is I want my family to be better. I want my family to overcome our fears. I want our family to overcome all the trauma that we've had, but we got to take this step together. I want you to make an action today for your family. I want you to take a step for your family. I want you to click this link on my bio. Go to my bio and I want you to click and I want you to link up with me. I want you to do this consultation call with me because your family is in an emergency. Whether you realize it or not, you're in an emergency and you need help. And the only way that you're going to get the help that you need is being honest of where you are. So, guys, I need you to do that. If that's you, I want you to sign up today and I want you to click on the link and let me help you in the best way that I can. Let's navigate through this pain. Let's navigate through this disappointment and this fear. Let's navigate past your trauma, your past trauma, so that your family can be rebuilt the right way. And if you didn't get a chance to look at this live, please look at the replay, share this with someone because I do believe in my heart of hearts there's some family out there. There's some families out there. There's a mother out there crying. There's a father out there down mentally and emotionally because he wants his family to be together again. There's a grandma crying out emotionally in her heart for her child, for her grandchild, that want to be connected to her adult child, to her adult daughter or son. It is possible. It is possible. There's nothing that is impossible, but you do have to take a step for those possibilities to be made, for those possibilities to be created, for those possibilities for you and your family. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Catch me tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time once again. And also check out my podcast, the Better Podcast, on tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen, I thank you so much for your time. I'm giving you family value, family inspiration, motivation, but most of all, transformation. And every family deserves to be transformed. Peace.